Welcome, beautiful people, to Just Glow Podcast. I am your host, Gloria Velez. And today's special guest, a good friend of mine for many years, Chris Collie. And I want to give a little rundown of how amazing this man is. He's 20-year veteran in public relations and marketing space, in fashion and media, events, activities, brands, corporation partnerships entwined within the digital landscape. He's also co-produced NY Fashion Show with some of the top designers within the industry, as well as managed their own social media campaign, well orchestrating global campaigns, which have proven track records in the Herald PR results. Chris has done it all. Editor-in-chief of Weekly Online, he oversaw the site from start up to the number one fashion week website in the world and over 20 million views up to date. Currently, he's deep dedicated to success of his newly launched holding company, which he helps minorities own businesses with branding, developing consumer expansion. I mean, it goes on and on. His resume is amazing. And I'm proud to call you my friend. And we need to do some business. You are in a lot of things as of recent. We have to get up for real.
Yeah, we got to do some business, definitely.
Oh my God. And I know you're coming, I know you're not supposed to talk about it, but restaurants, you got a lot of things coming up. But when it does premiere, you have to premiere it here.
Got you. Oh no, absolutely. I hope I can do that sooner than later.
Yeah, I know. No, you are. You're extraordinary businessman and always have been. Even when we were younger, you was always focused and always on that grind. Either in fashion or in business,
Yep. And people used to call me the spoil sport because I never wanted to do anything but do business.
So I'm not mad at you. So now that you know who I'm dealing with and he has his mind on right. So this is a great topic that I wanted him to come in with me on marriage. We both never been married. He has been engaged, but I want to say this. People are like, how are you going to give advice and you're not married? Listen, I don't need the government and a piece of paper saying that I am married. I've lived and played that role as a wife, cook, clean, paid bills along with them, raise the kids. That is a wife. So I don't need a paper. I dedicated my life to that man, so I can't talk about marriage because I've been that wife, I mean, I might have been the ring, but I got everything else, So in my sense of marriage, my loyalty and my promise is to him, not to a man standing at an altar and I'm telling the government, I'm going to give you half or you give me half. I think that's more of a business perspective. It's not love. It's not, it's easy to get married, but divorce is like a stack of papers and you're paying the government payouts.
How about that?
And it's stressful.
How about that? That's crazy.
We have the right to discuss a marriage because we've both been in long-term relationships. And I want to get into it right away. So marriage, right? Okay. There's different varies of marriage. There's marriages that are just want one woman. There's marriages that are very promiscuous and inviting other people into their marriage. So I want to say this: we're gonna
families.
Yes, so it's okay. So there's no right way to have a successful marriage. You have to choose a person that fits your lifestyle. So my lifestyle might not fit your lifestyle. Doesn't mean my way of view is right or your way of view. It fits you to be happy.
Right.
So let's do number one, commitment. So what is your views on commitment?
I laugh because I was recently having this conversation. So my views of commitment, I feel like when it comes to a woman committing to me, I think most women that I've encountered want a commitment from a man. I just don't believe all of those same women know how to be committed to a man as well as what they ask for sometimes, due to the fact that I've had women ask me, are you going to stay committed? Are you going to stay true? And I, of course. Yeah. I mean, no guy's going to say no. Right.
Right. You're going to lie.
Right. Right. If you don't intend to do that, right. But so my thing is when I say I'm committed to a woman, I only think about the bad times, right? I don't think about anything in relationships when it comes to good times because I've never seen someone have a hard time with good times. Everything comes when things aren't great anymore, when it's not new anymore, when you're not in the honeymoon phase anymore.
Right.
Then you start seeing the true commitment because then it's and put it like this: for me to feel like a woman is committed to me, I have to feel comfortable with telling her I don't have it right now, right? And
Okay.
not feeling like,
You mean have
oh
it
God,
financially?
have it
Right.
financially,
Right.
uh,
But you
because
should already,
then
if you're going to commit yourself to someone, you should be already open and understanding and having conversations before being committed.
now, of course, an ideal one would
Right.
definitely have that, right? But you start courting each other, or you, excuse me, let me be honest.
Men
The
lie.
man,
See, I'm going to
the
stop you right
man
there.
stops courting women.
Most men start and be
Mhm,
like, I'm going to take care of you, baby. You know, baby, I
mhm,
got you, baby. And
mhm,
then when a woman like me tests you just to see, I got it. I pay my own bills. You know, I do
mhm.
me. But then if I be like, okay, you good? You good? I hate that. Don't say if I'm good, and then when I say I tested, you be like, no, no, then don't ask. You know what I'm
This is
saying?
true. No, I
So
agree 100%.
through through dating or getting to know someone, you have to test to see how real you are. So during the commitment, you have to have those conversations. Be open. This is what I don't like. This is what I can't provide. Don't lie about your finances. That is a huge thing for me.
But Glow, let's be honest. Most people
Yes.
don't talk about their finances right away, right?
Not listen. I live with
So,
one, my ex. Let me tell you. Let me tell you. Let me tell you a quick story because this is some real life shit. And I know a lot of people going through it. You
mhm,
know, an athlete living above his means, having a
mhm,
house in Miami, having a house in Ohio, having a house in California. And I
mhm,
was living in my own house. And he was like, I've got you. We good. We good. And, you know, I never ask too many questions because I want to trust. I believe what you say. I'm not one
mhm,
of those, I want to see, I want to check. I'm going to believe you, you know what I'm saying, until you prove me otherwise. And things started getting repoed. And I was like, dude, you got to be
mhm,
honest with me so I can help you. Let me help you,
mhm,
you know? And I was
mhm.
trying to pay off things and help him along the way, but not knowing that he didn't own that house. He didn't own that car.
Mm,
So you're
mm.
draining me and milking me, and I'm showing you and proving to you I am your ride or die. I'm going to stop eating that shit, yo. That shit is fucking annoying. Okay.
No, no, I didn't. No, no, I wasn't eating it. I was trying to move it out the
Like,
way because it was about to. No,
no,
it
let
was
me stop
about
it.
to fall onto the computer. That's why I was like, let me move.
I
Okay,
was like, damn, it's like extra loud. So, you know, he lied about his finances, and it put me in a debt at that time to trying to drag him out, but he still wasn't honest with me all the way to the end when everything was repoed of him and he ended up in my house. So,
mm,
you know, it has to be honesty fully to have a successful relationship before even being committed. You have to be transparent what you really want. You know, if you want a wife at home that cooks and cleans, get a wife that wants that. Not someone like me that I'm good with cooking and clean, but I like my free spirit. I like to go out. You know what I'm saying? Like you
mm.
have to choose wisely. You can't
Well,
conform someone into something that you want.
let's be honest. Let's be
Yes.
honest now. The average person. We're not talking about ball players or nothing like that. We're just talking about regular average Joes, not someone that's
Right.
trying to impress, but an
But they do the
average
same
Joe.
thing. A dude
No,
is a guy is a guy.
but we can't put everyone into every category, right? So
Right.
there
We're
are
talking about
guys,
different scenarios
right?
of how not being honest. And before being committed, you need to be honest and transparent of who you are and what you're bringing to the table.
No, you need to be. I agree with you, but the majority of people, men and women, who are just average Joe schmoes, um,
Yes.
they don't really talk about finances right away because they're just getting to see if they want to be with each other on a we connect emotionally, we connect with a similar
Right.
interest thing, right? So let's say 3 months down the line, now you guys are boyfriend and girlfriend, right? Let's just say.
Right. That's
pretty
what I
much
say. When
family.
commitment comes in, those conversations should already be had, right?
But they're not. They're not going to be had. Come on. Okay, look. We can take a survey about this.
Good.
This will be an
No,
interesting
I know,
survey.
but I'm saying more people need to do that. That's what I'm saying.
No, but what
So
I'm
time won't
asking
be
you is,
wasted.
no, take this survey, because this is going to be a survey that we're going to do after this.
Okay.
What percentage of men feel like they have been comfortable with enough with their woman to tell her that when they don't have money, when they're broke, or when
Right.
they can't take her out,
Yeah, because
right?
they
Because
feel like in society you're less than the man if you can't provide.
and I mean, and women have led us to feel like that,
Yeah, but they
right?
shouldn't.
What's the
Honestly,
what's the
when your
one?
man,
Okay, what was
if
the
your
number
man
one
is down and
song?
out, it's for you to lift them and be like, I got you when you're down, and when I'm down, we supposed to be each other's, you know.
Yeah, we're supposed to be all this, but instead it's this.
Well, not
One
all
down.
women, like, and not all men. Not all men provide. Not all men. There's a lot of men that are lazy that don't want to work. There's a lot of men don't take care of their
Oh
children.
no,
There's a lot of men that,
absolutely.
feed this fantasy, beautiful story. He's the raving prince, and then when you get to know him, you're like, you are the devil himself. So
Oh no,
it's lying
absolutely.
on both aspects of the relationship and different
But
views of marriage. Okay, commitment, we know majority of it, it's people in the line, and that's why they can't fully commit because they're not committing their full selves. They're not
right,
saying,
they're
listen, this
committing
is
their
what I want.
representative to you.
I love affection. You're not affectionate. Could I be
Right,
committed to someone that's not affectionate and that's what I need in my life, right?
right,
Or I'm some people are fucking needy. I
right.
don't like needy people. Where are you? You didn't pick up your phone in an hour. Oh my god, I can't do that. I fucking can't do that. Some people, if you text, you got to text right away, or they're already accusing you. The arguing shit, like that right there. Some people think arguing is a sign of love. I
Yeah,
mean,
because that's
what do
all
you
they've
think?
known.
Right.
That's all they've known, and I agree with a lot of what you said, and I think that when it comes time to fully commit and fully talk about relationships, right, with
Right.
men and women, men uh, men have over the years, especially from our culture, have been over the years gone further and further down in the public eye, and then further and further down with feeling like we need to have more and more to be, quote unquote, the air quotes, acceptable to a lot of women, because we haven't gotten a lot of help to convince us otherwise. You got the song Scrubs that TLC came out with. Every woman and their mom was singing that song, right? No scrubs, right? We don't want to scrub. And here's the ironic part about that song. The women that was singing that song were in the passenger seat singing it, and still were making men feel
Well,
bad because
that
they were
doesn't
in the
mean
passenger
okay. So the average woman, and if she's working hard and taking care of her family, and she's sitting in that passenger seat, she's not a scrub. Just like a dude. If
right.
when my dad, we was living in the projects, and my dad, if he had to ride his bike, that's still a man in me. My dad, he would get to work no matter what. That's
Well,
a
Glow,
man.
yeah, Glow.
That's
You're rare, but your
uh,
mentality is rare. It's okay.
yeah,
So let's think about the average woman who
yeah,
sees a guy in the passenger seat. She is not thinking he could be a hardworking man. No, she's thinking
right,
scrub, scrub, right?
yeah.
And
That's
then you think about social media, because when I was coming up, there wasn't any social media, so you
right,
kind of had to be who you were, because you had to either be outside or inside, right? There was no way to
right,
fake it unless
right,
you
right,
just unless you just had a miracle and was able to fake it. But now with social media, I'm hearing these young 16-year-old girls, 15-year-old girls, and this happened to me the other day. She's like, "Oh, he had the nerve to try to take me out." I'm like, "Get a bag first. How you go try to take me out
Oh,
and
I
not
hate
have a
that.
bag?" And I'm sitting here like, well, when I was 16, I didn't have the pressures of worrying about a girl worrying whether I had a bag or not. I mean, we were all understood that we were broke. I mean, we all
Right,
understood we're
right, right,
teenagers. Like we're
right, right,
teenagers. I might have a summer job or
right,
a
right,
job
right.
after school, but that's not like a
Exactly.
bag job. It's a
And if it was
I'm
that, it
going
was to help your family, not for some chick.
right, right.
Yeah.
And if I'm lucky, I have enough to take you out that weekend, right? Cool.
Right.
But now with the unrealistic impressions that social media gives, with
I
our
agree.
culture's music as well. Um, and when I say our culture's music, I'm looking at the men in our culture,
Thank
and the
you.
men in hip
Speak
hop.
on it.
The men in
Yes.
hip hop haven't done much to help our young men feel better about having a 9 to 5 or having just a
Amen.
job that just they work hard and come home and it's like, oh, you shouldn't, you shouldn't buy, you shouldn't lease, you should own it like I do. Like some people can't own right now.
That's
So
right. That's
I
right.
should feel bad because I had to buy a used Honda Accord from 1995 because that was all I could afford, but I needed transportation. But now I'm driving around feeling horrible because I know I'm thinking, oh, this isn't what a girl wants to see me in. And like all of these expectations that
Agreed.
are falsely put upon our people. And I won't just say men
Yes.
because it's a lot of women now. A lot of women
Yes.
are
You're not
feeling the
getting the
same way.
coochie unless you get me, a
All
bag
right,
or a
yeah.
purse or it's like
And I
what?
see all these comments on, all these women on Instagram, and I'm like, is she really saying? And I know a lot of them, and I'm like, she
Yeah.
has the
And
nerve to talk about.
negotiating marriage. Like
Right,
you can
right.
have, you know, your views and what you're looking for, but when it's all comes out to money, financial,
Hmm.
greed, you're never going to be
Hmm.
happy. And
Period.
if that was the case, every wealthy rich person would be happy.
Period.
Every artist that's making millions of dollars and you wonder why they're sleeping with everybody because they feel empty. They're giving themselves to all these women or the women giving themselves to all these men because everybody's empty. They're looking for something,
Hmm.
something to
Hmm.
fill their emptiness. The money's not
Hmm.
doing it because these bitches is fucking for money. The men are not, the men are empty because they keep fucking the same bitches, you know? So, you have them both dissing each other,
Right, right,
and saying, well,
right,
I got a wife at home. That makes you better,
right, right. Like
but you're
how?
sleeping with these girls, having babies, and you're really not taking care of home or even show, like you said, in our industry, in our culture, um, there's no, they don't have this substance to say, when I get married or when I settle down, like this is it, to show how to
Hmm.
really love. I don't think our culture lost that, what our grandmother and grandfather had, that
Hmm.
love,
Hmm.
that cuddle, that when you go home or go to their house, you smell it, you see it,
Hmm.
you gaze at it. We don't really see that at our age.
At all,
We
at
really
all. Because
no.
you hit it on the head though. It's finances. It's finances. Finances now, and we're in a scary time. Finances have literally taken over our lives. To the point where,
But
um,
we let it. We're stupid. Let me tell you, because a bag that probably costs like $10 and you're paying 30 grand, you're the fucking dummy. Okay.
mhm,
Like a car, the same fucking car that you can probably pay 15, 20 grand, 20,000 and you're paying a $500,000. So
mhm,
it makes,
mhm,
we're being manipulated to spend this type of money to look a certain way. But you're saying that this is what I need to feel good, or this is what I need to say that I'm successful in
yeah,
marriage, or look at my man, took me on a trip. Just enjoy it with your man,
right,
you know?
right. But
Why
see,
do you
that's
have to
the problem.
exploit it, you
Our
know?
culture and our culture. I'm gonna say our culture because we rule this. We major in consumerism. That is what our
Yes.
top. That is what we are.
Yeah, and
We
you're in
we
fashion, so you should know, right? Exactly.
absolutely. And this is why. And this is what It's so crazy you said that because so many people don't realize when they look at me, they're like, "Oh, what's that, McQueen? What's that?" I'm like, "No." When I say the brand, they don't know it, and I'm like, "It's because it's from one of our people." You don't know them
Right.
because you're so happy to give your money to Massa to make sure that Massa sees you can afford this. And so
Right.
then that becomes what you define yourself as with your status, right?
Right.
Now, here's the crazy part. In the white world, and we'll get on this, this isn't race, this isn't a racist topic or anything. In the white world, when I had all these, because I went to an all white high school, and I started noticing they judge their status by what they've done overall with their life, right? So they're like,
Right.
okay, you work here? Okay, great. Oh yeah, I'm doing this. And then they try to share. The more they share, it looks like it makes them feel like they have a bigger status because they shared, they put you on to something. With
Right.
our people, it's what do you have? Okay, now is that gonna make me feel like you're here in status? And then when you do have something or have access to something, what do we usually do? We hold it to ourselves. Why? Because I don't want anyone else having it. I don't want anyone else knowing, right? So now if we
Right.
relate that back to the commitment and marriage issues, now you're thinking about the average person from our culture has all these false idols in their head, and
Hmm.
they're still trying to figure out who they are
Right.
aside from all these false idols that they are now programmed to think include into who they are. And then you have the woman trying to figure out who she is because
Right.
she has all these false idols in her head.
Right.
And then she starts thinking, who am I? I have to put on my best face for this person. And then the guy saying, I have to put on my best face for this person, not knowing both of those people really could have
Right.
just put on their regular their regular, dulled out face, and you would have found happiness because those
Right.
pressures would have been eliminated, right? It would have
Right.
been just knowing
Right.
you and getting to know
That's
you.
right.
And so, when people ask me why I'm single, I always say because I won't settle, right? And
Right.
I know that's now the cliche-ish thing to say, but I'm saying it from a real perspective of I won't settle, meaning I won't lie to myself either because I've done
Amen.
that, right?
Me
People
too.
say
Me too.
not
Or
settling,
yes,
you
I feel
know.
like I'm single because I enjoy my peace. I
Mm,
my peace of mind that when I sleep, I know that I don't have to argue with someone or,
mm,
check in every 5 minutes. I don't like that. I do miss the comfort of a man. Yes, a man's supposed to be a comfort of safe zone, and I think a lot of
mm,
men forgot that's what
mm,
we want, to feel
mm,
safe, that we can be us.
exactly.
Don't get me wrong, I had great relationships, and
Mm,
people might misunderstand the other relationships. I had blessings of passion in my relationships. I think that's why I'm looking for that. That when I
mm,
looked at him, that I felt that love that gave me
mm,
goosebumps. Like I
mm.
want that back. Of course, separation happened because of other things, but
Right, right.
I think we in life have different loves at different times. I'm blessed to say that
Mm,
I have in my 20s and my
mm,
30s and now my 40s that I have loved. I have
mm.
really loved. I know what
Yes.
it is to really make love,
Mm,
and
mm.
I don't can't go back to just having sex. I
Right.
want that passion. I think a
Mm.
lot of people lack that passion. They don't, some women never even felt it before. I have
Um,
conversations with women that never had that. They can be themselves around their
mm,
man and be comfortable, and the man let them be them.
mhm. And
Comfortability is a key.
I'm gonna be honest. Right
Tell me.
now, while
Yes.
they're watching this, there are
Uh-huh.
men right now sitting there right now like this.
You're so stupid.
They got the pen out. They're like, okay. She said comfortability. She said
But
like
I'm serious. Sometimes you have to speak it into existence, but I don't want someone
true,
portraying something that they're not either. But
true, true.
I'm a free spirit. Like,
Right.
I like to speak my mind. So I like to be real. I have to let them, they have to be comfortable with me being truthfully honest,
Mm,
wholeheartedly. A lot of
mm.
people are butthurt easily. So
Yeah,
I got to be with a strong alpha male,
got you,
and some
got you.
men like submissive women. And that's
Yeah,
okay too. And it's
yeah.
nothing wrong with that.
No, listen. Whatever you like, listen. You like it, I love it. No problem. But what you said is true, though. What you saying, specifically to your point, is true. How can you love someone that you've never had an uncomfortable conversation with? How can you truly
Right.
love someone that
Agreed.
you've never felt at ease with when you had to discuss something, because how you guys got over that is when you started really being in your real relationship. I feel like the
Right.
relationship doesn't start until one or the other has that uncomfortable conversation. It may be about finance, it may be about a self vulnerability, it may be about an insecurity. But
Mm.
until that uncomfortable point comes in the relationship, all you've been in is the
I
honeymoon
think it's
phase.
relieving everything of yourself and say, this is who I am.
Mm,
Take me as I am. And I think I'm
mm,
just so bluntly honest. And a lot of people hide their pain. A lot of
mm.
people bring the baggage and not letting them know, this is all the baggage I have. Can you deal with this? Can you deal with
Right,
this? Let me
right.
know. So say, I don't think I can, or maybe I can. You
Hmm.
know, I had men in my life that had a lot of baggage, and some I could handle, and some was too heavy for me and
Right,
overwhelming. And
right.
they weren't healed, and they faked like they were healed. And when we were deep in the relationship, they were so broken, and
Mm,
they were, and I tried to fight with them, and they were breaking me, and I had to let go.
mm,
So you have to be
mm,
real with yourself of your baggage, and you have
mm,
to be honest, saying, this is what I went through. This is why I'm distant. Okay, Papa,
mm.
I get it. Okay, I can
Right,
handle that.
right.
This is also, I go through this. I don't know. So let me figure it out if I'm the one for you too. Like, that's the
Hmm.
conversation needs to be had. Because I have
Right,
baggage. Everybody, nobody's perfect. We all go through
right,
shit in life, especially
right.
our age.
Especially our age.
you know but we're learning, we're groomed, so we're like, we know
Mhm.
what we want, we know we went through, we know red flags, most of us, because some
Exactly.
of us are still stupid doing the same shit over and over again.
I
We should
mean,
know better, right?
right, right. We should know better, which is the right word. We should know better. That's the right
Right.
phrase.
In marriage, we need to be honest with all our baggage. We got to lay it all on
Absolutely,
our table to see, like,
absolutely.
can she handle this, can he handle this?
Hmm.
Is he the
Hmm.
one for me? Like, okay, this is what I went through, and this is my defense. These are my we have like triggers, so we
Hmm.
can be aware and sensitive to our feelings. Say,
Right,
okay, I know
right,
that triggers her, that's not funny, I'm not gonna have that discussion. Or, you know what I'm saying? Like,
right, right.
you
We
have
know the
baggage,
triggers.
Mr.
Yeah.
Perfect.
Oh, I definitely have baggage. Look, me. Listen,
That's
I'll
what
be
I'm
honest.
saying.
And in full transparency, I rarely ever in a relationship, except for maybe my last one, ever felt comfortable telling a woman I didn't have it financially. I never
Right.
felt comfortable doing it. And that's not also, it's not just a reflection of the woman, it's also a reflection of my upbringing and seeing my dad and my other brothers. But what I will say is, and there's probably a lot of men that are reading that will watch this that agree with me about they never felt comfortable telling their woman that, but they're not
Right.
gonna ever admit it.
Right.
But I have also lost women that when I did, say okay, I don't have it. They kind of fell by the wayside and kind of just eliminated themselves, which was
But I
fine.
feel men should tell the truth off bat. You know what I'm saying? This is what I'm working with,
Glow,
and
come
okay,
on,
they can
Glow,
work with you. I'm the one that, like, maybe I'm a different breed.
Glow.
I got your back. Just let me know when you don't got it, puppy, and I'll grind even more because I know how to
Listen,
get money. You know
you
what I'm
you
saying?
are about to be flooded with a bunch of broke men that are like, yo,
No,
I ain't got
listen.
it, I ain't got
Let,
it, I ain't
let me
got it.
no, let me tell you, like, a hustling man, a smart man, and he don't have to be rich, but he got drive and motivation and is a good family man. Listen, in my mentality, I'd rather live on a farm. I'd be barefooted, baby. We'll have sex in the fucking cornfield. Listen, I got a totally different state of mind. We'll grow our own fruit. I don't care about no ride highs. I don't care about no Miami Beach. I've
Right.
done that, been done that. Like,
Yeah, but
I
Glow,
want
but
him to
wait,
get
let me
dirty.
but
We could do
wait,
the land together. I
but
want me a
Glow,
handyman. Like,
Glow, but let
shh.
me stop you. Let me stop you right there though, but let me stop you there. Because
Yes.
you've already done all of that, your mentality is now different, right?
Right.
Most
Right.
women haven't been able to do what you've done. So their mentality is still where yours might have been. You see what I mean?
But we're in a
You're
different
over all of
time.
that.
But we're a different
Yeah.
time. We're in
Yeah.
a time where rent is extremely high. We're in a time where food is going high, gas is high. So we have to think of we need families together, working together, growing our food, more farmers, more handyman, building our own houses, getting land and owning the land and building it together, our own communities. We got
I'm
to
with
think
you.
differently. We're in a different time now. You know, in our
I know I'm with
generation,
you.
we was a teenager, we was at the club. Now it's like, who's really going to go to the club, pop a $300-400 bottle that you can pay for like $60-80, and
Oh,
that's not even worth it
oh,
anymore. It's not even the
yeah,
same.
but it still goes on heavily out here.
I mean, yeah, I'm in Miami too, but still not like before. It's not. People don't can't
Well, no,
afford it,
no.
puppy.
Well, no, not like before. No. Definitely not like before. But then again, nothing is like before. But I will say
Mentality has to
this.
change because the current times, the marriage, the how we choose our men, our relationships,
Yeah,
like
but
different
Glo,
views of marriage. So, what is your
okay,
view on
of
marriage?
marriage, I
Yes.
feel like marriage is the complete transparency of everything. You know
Right.
this person inside and out. Of course, you're
Right.
still getting to know more about them, but
Right.
whatever there is to know at this point, you know it,
Right.
right? So
Exactly.
someone walks up to me and goes, "Oh, your woman used to X, Y, and Z." I'll be like, "Yeah, I already knew that, but how is that your concern, right?"
Mm,
But there is nothing, no one that should be walking up to you
amen.
and telling
I
you
agree.
something about your mate, not woman or man, whomever, that you don't know about if we're going to be in a marriage. Like,
Yes.
then that
Prepare you.
means,
I agree with. I'm so with that too. I don't like someone coming out of the woodworks be like, he slept with. So what? So what?
right,
I already
right.
knew that. And what?
Like, I
Move
need to
on.
know that.
Yes.
I'm
Prepare
not
me.
mad that you
Right.
did it. I'm not
Right.
mad
I
that you did
agree.
it. I'm mad that
I
they're
agree.
telling me about it. Like, why are they telling me about it? I'm
So for
not mad
you
at the
as a
action.
man, would you like your rules? Like
Mm.
if she cheated, is that like
It's
that's
over.
it?
It's
It's
over.
over for you. That's it.
It's over.
Even though
Well,
she's a good woman, whatever,
she's
and it
not a good woman.
happens.
She's not a
Ugh.
good woman.
So you would throw it all away. There's no fight in
Uh,
you.
wait,
There's no
wait,
fight
wait.
in you.
Okay, wait, hold on. Now, it's ironic that you said I would throw it all away when that's exactly what she did doing the action.
People make
I didn't throw
mistakes.
it all. People
People make
do.
mistakes.
People
Yes.
do.
And
Right.
you really haven't been in love. Let me tell you
Oh
why.
no, I have been. I have been.
No,
And the
I feel
crazy
like
part was, here's
I
the
would
thing.
fight. It all depends on the
Listen,
sex. If it's like
can't.
a relationship
Mm,
and there's emotions and it was like, real
mhm.
conversations and love, then it's different. But if it's just sex, I can move past it. I
Well,
could definitely move past it for me.
if I'll tell you this, the reason I can't is it might be also I'm a Leo, right? And so one thing in a lion's eyes is pride,
Mhm.
right?
Right. My earth sign
And
is a Leo.
right, so
Yes, yes, I got a lot of pride
so
too. I got a lot of
so
pride.
my
But
thing
I got
is,
a lot of love and I have a lot of forgiveness in my heart. I think a lot of relationships don't have forgiveness and their rules is if you're together 15, 10 years, 4 years, and shit happens. I'm not gonna
I
throw a
get it.
relationship away that I love him. And I've been in that predicament and I
Mhm.
love him. And then I'm like, okay, he doesn't love her. I know he loves me. And I know the situation, he was honest. I'm not throwing
Mhm.
him away. Like I'm not doing it. People make
Okay.
mistakes. Nobody's perfect, you know?
Absolutely.
And I
Absolutely.
feel like people throw people away so easily, you
Mhm.
know? We're all
But you don't
flawed.
feel
We're all
but
flawed.
but
But
here's
you're
the
gonna go
thing.
try a new relationship, everything brand new, start is conversating and getting to know the family, and you already did that with someone and they made a mistake. To throw it
And
away,
then
I don't
and
see that.
then and see, they can make a mistake, like say something out of character. Making a mistake of giving your body to someone else after we've
Right,
gone through everything you said about getting to know each other and all that. That's just disrespectful to me, right?
right,
So now,
right.
like you said, forgiveness. I have forgiveness all throughout me, but what I don't have is forgetness, right?
Right,
and
right.
I will never be able to completely
Okay, so
trust
you
you.
can't go past that. You wouldn't
Well,
be able
no,
to go past that.
because in my relationship, the cornerstone of everything, if any relationship that I've ever been in, has been trust, right?
Right. But
And
I feel like you can overcome anything in a relationship if you truly try. In my book,
but
I
but
truly, if
you
both partners do, I
but how
believe you
about
can
this?
overcome anything.
Now, how about this? Right now, when we start and everything, we're good,
Uh huh.
100%, right? We're at
Right.
100, right?
Right.
You cheat, right? What are we
Yes.
down to now as far as percentage? This is 100,
I mean, it's up to you how much you.
right? Now we're at half, and I'm just saying we're at half,
Okay, so
right?
you go all the way down. I got you. I got you.
So
Of
we
course.
go
Of
to
course.
half because you have to
Yes. Yes.
build up trust again, and
Of
trust
course. Of
took all
course.
this
Yes.
time,
It
right?
does. It does.
So
Yes.
now,
You got to show and prove.
do you think I'll ever be at 100 again?
Yes, of course, that's possible. Yes, of course, it is. It
So
is.
So how
It
how can
is.
I fully trust that you won't do it again because of
So,
what?
but that's your rule. That's the
No,
every
no, no,
see
no. I'm
in
just
marriage,
asking.
everybody has different rules. So your rule would be she cannot fucking cheat. Okay.
Well,
My rule
my
would
rule.
be go ahead.
Okay.
Your rule
No,
would
I
be
was gonna
what?
say my rule would be to not break my trust, right?
Right.
And
But
if
that's
we
going
have
to
that rule,
happen. Okay, you got your heart broken by the people you love, right? Not by your
absolutely,
enemies, right?
absolutely.
So your family has broken your heart, but you forgive them, right? Your kids are
Nah,
going to
stop
break your
talking to me.
heart continuously, and you're
Uh-huh.
not going to abandon them. They're going to make
I'm
many
getting rid of
mistakes,
them.
right?
Getting rid of
I'm
them.
just, but I'm saying you're going to be by their side no matter what, family, kids, and why not your husband? We
Because
throw away our
family.
relationships,
Hmm.
but
Go ahead.
but if you love and you put in work, when you put in
Hmm.
work, see, you
Hmm.
never been in love. When you
I
put in your
have.
heart in work, when you put in your
Hmm.
heart in work, you're
Hmm.
not getting rid of that person that easy. Like, I love him. And then you weigh out, he's great with me. He's great with my son. He's supportive in my career. And he's this, he's
Hmm.
that. He cheated? Psh, bitch, beat it. We good. Fuck her. That's my mentality.
Okay,
I'm not
but
losing a good man over some fly by
But
pussy
see, but here's
or
my thing is, how can you still call him a good man if he was
yeah, he's
weakened by the flesh?
okay. Listen, let's bring that up. Good man.
Mhm,
This other podcast of these girls, they were talking about Martin Luther King and a few
mhm.
other greats, legends
Oh yeah,
that
yeah.
big
Mhm,
movements, and they said he wasn't a great man because he cheated. He is a great man. He was good to his kids. Listen, I'd
right.
rather a man be good to his kids. He could fuck many bitches. As long as he's good to his kids and the people and they made a movement, he is a great man. He was a great man. So we all sinful. We're all
Hmm.
sinful. We're
Hmm.
all flawed. But doesn't
Hmm.
mean that we're not fucking great. I'm a great mother.
Now,
I'm flawed, okay?
I'll be
And I'm a great
honest,
human being, but I need someone to love me flawed as I come with my
but
fucking nasty mouth,
I'll be
cursing.
honest though.
Excuse my vernacular, but
No,
vernacular. But it's true.
but my
He
thing
is a
is
great man. So I wanted to
Malcolm
say
X.
that too.
So Malcolm X cheated, right?
And Martin Luther King,
And Martin Luther King was a known womanizer, right?
yes. But that doesn't mean that he was not great. Was a great
I
father,
say I
a
say
great
that they
leader.
did. I said they did great things in their lives. They have done amazing
You could
things in their
I
lives,
see.
right?
No, I don't think
They've
that
done
little
amazing things
things.
in their lives.
But
No, no, they
yeah,
have.
yeah.
I'm not going to take it
Just
away from them. They did great things
your
in their lives.
past and the devil's gonna influence you. People could be a gambler, an alcoholic. My dad did a lot of things, but he still was a great man. He
Okay,
had a
so let
lot
me
of
ask you
flawed,
this.
but even though he had habits and let me tell you, he had habits and though he did worldly things, but he still tried to fight it. And I saw the greatness in him. To me, he was a great man, but he was a flawed man. And it's just it's how you see things. So then
Well,
nobody's great because we're
well,
all
that,
fucking flawed, right?
the only being that's great is the one that created us. Everyone else,
Yes,
we're
but
humans, right?
I get
But
it, but I still think he did great things, and I consider him great. I
yes,
guess it's
I think
everybody's
I think he
opinion.
does. Yeah, I think he did. I think I'll never take away that they did great things, and I'll never take away that your father did great things. But here's what I'm asking you. So, what is a no-fly zone for you as far as what will make you break up with a man? What's a mistake that they've
Oh
done?
yeah, Well, I say the rules would be definitely disrespect, like verbal abuse. I'm big time on verbal abuse, emotional abuse, physical abuse. Obviously, it's got to go.
Right.
Not family
But wouldn't
oriented,
but wouldn't
Some
emotional abuse come in with sleeping with another woman, giving another woman your
I
temper?
can get, well, yeah. Okay. So some things you can get over. Okay. So, like, let's say, yeah, it takes time to get over someone cheating or being, it's a feeling of betrayal. Yes, of course.
Mhm, mhm.
You're giving, my man's giving himself to another woman. Yes, but
Right.
I know I can get over it. And of course, it takes time. You'll be sad and emotional or talk about what was lacking. And that's where communication is. So, and
Mhm,
an understanding. You can have communication and talk about till you're fucking blue in the face, but you have to have an understanding. Okay,
mhm,
this is why this happened. And that's
mhm.
all you need is true understanding. And let's say rules. Some people are okay with stepping out in a relationship. Doesn't mean it's wrong. Some people
Mhm,
like that, are okay with that, taking breaks, and it
mhm,
works for them. So with me, as long as it wasn't like heartfelt, it wasn't like an emotional attachment. Emotional is different than just having
mhm,
sex. A lot of men
mhm,
and women now detach themselves, and
mhm,
which it's really giving, like you said, giving them full self, and it is a spiritual connection. But a lot of
mhm,
people detach their love, their spiritual being. They just having sex. So yeah, I
mhm,
can move past that for sure, and I have. So I can honestly say that I can. I can't go past emotional abuse, meaning, downing me, arguing and nitpicking me, bringing up my past. You can't handle it, or who I dated. That's mental abuse. I can't deal with that shit. Take that shit,
mhm,
your insecure ass, somewhere else.
mhm,
Verbally abuse, cursing, and being very verbal and very abusive, physical as well. Um,
mhm,
I can't handle them not being family oriented. I'm very
mhm,
family oriented. I have a son with special needs, so they have to have
mhm,
patience. You
mhm,
know, they
mhm,
have to be loving.
mhm,
I'm very affectionate. So, so I have rules that I know what I want, you
mhm,
know,
mhm.
but the main things would be abuse. I would not tolerate. And then, of course, if you're falling out of love or you don't feel them emotionally, you're just friends and you just go, the other way. That's why you have to
Mhm.
date and actually get to know the person before marriage or commitment or moving in together.
Right. Okay. So let me ask you this. Let me just
Okay.
ask you last question about this.
No,
So
okay.
if 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 you're not married, well, if you're not, what do you how long do you think is before you can call the relationship committed? How long of a time frame usually?
I think truly committed when you live together. That's when you really know someone. So when
Okay.
you're living
Okay.
together and paying
Hmm.
bills together,
Hmm.
or having each other's house and you're like actually acting like marriage, but living in separate homes and
Hmm.
actually like I sleep over your house, you sleep over my. That's kind of like of a marriage too. You're getting prepared
Hmm.
for the whole. Let's
Oh,
move
we're
in
gonna be
together.
together.
Yeah,
Hmm.
for
Hmm.
sure. But when you're actually living together, you're living the marriage life.
Now let
Definitely.
me ask you this. Okay, so you
Yes,
guys are sleeping at each other's places, right?
yes,
You're
yes.
taking turns. Now you come in your place and he's sleeping with another woman, right?
He's sleeping another woman in his place.
His place or yours,
Yeah, no woman
right?
in my place. That's
Wait, wait,
okay.
wait,
Okay, I'm
wait, wait,
listening. I'm listening.
right?
Yeah.
Okay, now this has
Okay.
happened in his place
Okay.
or yours.
Okay.
You can get
Okay.
over
Okay.
that though, but you just told me you can get over it.
Well, yeah, no, I mean, actually seeing it is a different story. Dude, be fucking discreet, dummy. You know what I'm saying? Like, be
So if
discreet.
you see
So
it, then you
then
can't get over it.
it all depends. I'm telling you, it all depends. It really does. It really, truly
Yeah,
does.
you are
Okay,
gonna
so
have every
let me
dirt
tell you.
bag in the
Okay,
world
it's
coming to
not a
see
dirt
you.
bag. Listen, let me tell. Okay, you know why? You know why I say this? I'm gonna give you another scenario of my crazy fucking life. Okay,
Okay,
I was
okay.
dating a man that we were already dating for like almost 2 years, a year and a half, and we lived in New York and we lived in Florida. So we had, we were flying back and forth, together all the time. He met my mom, my son at the time. He was
Now,
little.
would
Now
you
he's
say
a little
you guys
child.
were committed?
We was fucking committed.
Now,
We
why
did
were you
everything
guys
together. He was
committed?
supportive. I was just, I mean, we did everything. We worked out together. We slept together. We talked about
You
everything.
mean when you guys were together, you did all of that? Or
did
even
everything
separately, you
together.
did it.
We
Even
did
even
we did
separately.
everything together. Even when we're separate, we was together. Like we talked, what our day was. Like
Okay.
I wanted to do that. You know,
Okay.
we went
Gotcha.
out. I felt like I could be me. You know, he
Gotcha.
supported me in my career. He bought
Mm-hmm.
me a tour bus. You know,
Mm-hmm.
so it
Mm-hmm.
was like, and he would support me at my photo shoots, bring me lunch and feed me. It was a cute love. It was sweet. It was passionate. It was a friendship that I never ever like true friendship. And the first person that I ever brought into my son's life after
Mm-hmm.
his dad, first only,
Mm.
right at that
Gotcha.
time.
Gotcha.
So I was Google Gaga over this guy, and
Mm-hmm.
he got into a motorcycle accident in Harlem.
Mm-hmm.
A car hit him, and he almost lost his leg. It was
Mm-hmm.
detached, and never, if you're dying, don't ever go to Harlem Hospital. They'll kill you.
Yeah.
So he had to be switched because he had an infection in the rod.
Mm-hmm.
And he went to the Bronx. So he
Mm-hmm.
got it cleaned out. Whatever, he had his leg up. He was IV'd up for there for weeks to clean out the infection. I'm sitting by his side. This is true story, true story.
Mm-hmm.
And we're talking, and this lady walks in, mature woman. Let me know. So I was like 22,
Mm-hmm.
and my man at the time was in his late 30s, but didn't know. He lied about his age. Okay.
Okay. Okay.
So this lady walks in, and she was like, "Hi, I'm his wife." I was like, "What?"
Mm.
In a state of shock, right? I was like, first my heart dropped, my heart was pounding, right? Because I love this man
Mm.
fully,
Right.
right? I was like,
Right.
this is not happening. I looked at his reaction, and he's state of panic. And she goes, I'm his wife. Da, 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 da. And I was like, I looked at him, I said,
Mm.
what the fuck you gonna say? And he's like, we're separated, right? And
Mm.
they started arguing back and forth, and he was like, he does this, he fucks women, da da da, and he always comes back. And he goes, I don't love you. I love her. We're getting the
Mm.
fucking divorce. I love her. And she jumps him on the bed, his legs up, IV'd, and was punching on him. And I was like, hey, I would have done it too. You know, I couldn't be mad at
Mm.
her. You know what I'm saying? I
Mm.
felt bad for him. His
Mm.
leg was up. He's all IV'd up. The cops came, you know, we had a little bit of conversation, her and I, but
Mm.
did I leave him? No. I mean, was I heartbroken? Yes. Did I thought about leaving him? Yes.
Mm.
But he was with me always, and
Mm.
they were separated. And, you know, I talked to her downstairs, and they have been
Mm.
separated, and their relationship always been wishy-washy. And we had an
Mm.
adult conversation, and he was worth staying. Some men are worth
Mm.
staying. Some women are worth staying, fighting for, loving. And I don't regret any of it because my time with him was amazing.
Now,
We
now,
enjoyed
what
each
made
other.
it end?
He got arrested.
Jesus Christ.
I told you my life is a fucking movie, right?
But see, that's another thing that guys have to go through is the fact that when they see a woman like yourself or see women that are on your status where they're just like they feel like they're unattainable, and then when they look at the men you are dating and what they provide you, how can they think that a regular man can be with a woman like that?
But I've dated
No, no, no. I
regular
know. I
men.
know.
Okay.
Okay. I'm just saying. But listen, here's one thing I do know. Instagram, the women that are famous on Instagram and some that aren't,
But I don't do that.
I have never seen them with an average 9 to 5 worker.
But that's not an
I've
average
seen them.
woman. We got to talk about average women that want
But
just a good man.
but see, this is my thing. What the women that still look poster board status, right?
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
They have regular jobs or don't even work, right? But they still require their man to have more than a regular job. Matter of fact, I called one out one time on Instagram and she
So
blocked me
what's
on
not a
Instagram.
regular job? What's not a regular job? Like I'm not getting it.
A regular a
Nine to five
regular
is nine to
job,
five. Doctors have
a
nine to
regular
fives.
a regular doctors don't have 9 to 5s at all.
Well, they I mean they work more than 9 to 5. They work like
Right.
24 hours, 72 hours. But what I'm
Right.
saying is, but
But
what
no,
I'm
no,
saying is,
I'm talking about a guy that's a porter. He's a porter, right?
okay,
He
okay.
does he does the garbage in the building, whatever have you,
They make good money. Okay, they make
or a
good
guy
money.
that's a no. I'm talking about someone that does not make good money. And porters
Okay,
make okay money. They don't make good. Trust me. But
okay,
let's say a guy that's making minimum wage, right?
okay, okay.
Now we know that we're not gonna see him with the baddest of the bad girl. We know this. We
Hmm.
know this, right?
Mhm.
And the reason that we're not gonna see him with her is probably because he might be able to take her out on one date, maybe two in a month, because he doesn't have it, right? He's minimum
Right,
wage. I'm trying to, right?
right.
Now,
Survive. Right.
right. Now, how long, and this is a poll for your for your viewers,
But then
how long do we
that's
think,
not for him and that's not for her. Like I said, it's like
but why is that not for her? Why can't that guy have
no, she can have a
the
beautiful
poster,
woman. You're saying that.
the
I'm saying for
poster,
her
the poster?
mentality, that particular woman. But there's beautiful women that live in the projects or that live. I come from the
Oh,
projects, dude.
I know beautiful
Hello.
women that live in the projects, but will
Yeah.
not date a man in the projects. They won't date a man in the projects, but they live in the projects, but they won't date another man in that. And I know all of those women. I can go across the street right
He's so
now
stupid,
and
yo.
take a poll right now. Like
He's
they
stupid.
are getting picked up in nice cars in the
Right.
projects, and then they'll be
Right.
taken out of the projects, right?
Right.
See,
Right. Right.
now here's the thing. A man will see a woman that lives in the projects, right? Doesn't have two pots to piss in, but he won't think any less of her. He's still like, I don't care if she's bad, right? Now, a woman who sees the man who lives in the projects and doesn't have two pots to piss in, do you think she can look past that and say the same
I
thing? Oh, he's
I
bad.
think a
I
lot
can.
of women take care of men. You can't say that. A
I'm not
lot of
saying they
women
don't.
take care of men. You see a lot of men at home,
I'm not
driving their women
saying they don't.
cars. Like, come on, it goes both
Absolutely,
ways. Yeah.
absolutely. But we know that's a rare. That's more
No,
rare.
not
That's so.
anymore. I
That
don't think
is a
so.
tremendous.
You see so many
And
women working and being mothers or single mothers or have the man at home and not motivated to work and not giving up on the man yet. I see a lot of that as well. I
well,
think you see a
not
lot
that.
of lazy people, in
Right,
general,
right. I
you
agree.
know,
I agree.
on both
But
ends, women and men.
oh, absolutely. I mean, listen. The funniest thing I saw recently was there's this girl that I know who is now a stripper. Not too long
There's
ago,
nothing wrong about being a stripper.
no,
Let
no, no,
this
no. I'm saying no, no, no.
like,
Because I'm saying that I said she was a stripper because of what she wrote, and then
oh,
she
okay.
writes on her page, uh, "Got my own bag. Don't need a man for anything in my life." Right?
Okay. I've
And
seen that a lot
I, s-
happening recently.
I said, I would choose my words more wisely because honestly, you need a man for everything in your life. If a man didn't come into that strip club, there is no bag that you have. If a man didn't
Okay.
come and shower you with bread, that I get my own bag is gone, right? So ironically, strippers saying they don't need a man for
Right.
anything is hilarious
You're
because
not you no, because you're not grabbing the concept. Obviously, everybody's
no, no,
getting a
no, no,
bag
no.
from
No, no, no. When you say I don't need a man for anything, the people that come in on strip clubs are men,
yes,
right?
yes, yes, yes.
So, but this is what I'm saying, and I already said that, and I pointed that out to show that's how far women are now. A lot, not all, but a lot of women are now
It's
with
those
proving
women
that
that
they
are
don't need a man.
in that type of,
Oh no, no, no,
facilities. You know
no,
what
no,
I'm
no, no,
saying?
no.
No.
I know some women that are have great, six-figure corporate jobs,
Uh-huh.
and they'll say the same thing. Don't need a man for anything. I get my own
I
bag.
think I
And
think a lot
then
of women say that. I would never say that because I think we contribute both. We need
mhm,
men and they need us. I think we need to acknowledge that. We need to
exactly.
comfort a
Thank
man.
you.
It feels good when a man provides. It just does. Even
Oh,
though
I
you
mean,
can't
I'm
provide for
sure.
yourself. What
I
I'm
would love to
saying
feel a woman
is
provide. I would that feels
you
great
could
to
do
me, but
both.
I've
What I'm
never had it.
saying in life, it's
Mhm.
supposed to be the woman, the nester and have the baby and make a home feel a home, and the man's supposed to be the man and provide and bring the food home, the wife cooks it and and makes us feel safe at home. That's what we're supposed to be feeling, that we both comfort each other. Yeah, life is harder, life is more expensive, so we both have to work, we both have to grind, we both have to make sure that we're living in a good area, our kids have good clothes and good food to eat, because to eat better and live longer is more expensive. So mommy and daddy both got to grind now, but together. Even if we're not together, we're supposed to make sure that our kids are great. Even if you're not married to that woman, or she was a side chick, or she was an ex-girlfriend, your priority has to be, you got to be that fucking man. I don't think a lot of men are stepping up as men. They're taking the easy way. I'm just fucking her. She wanted the baby. She needs to take care of it.
Oh,
I
that's
think men are
absolutely
losing
true.
the mentality
Absolutely.
of what a man needs to be, of what a man should be. I think a man is supposed to be the provider.
Wait. Let's stop right there.
Yes.
That's a good question. What should a man be?
Yes.
I want to
I
know,
think,
what should a man be?
listen, I'm a different type of breed. I don't mind helping in
Oh, we know
finances.
you a
I don't
different breed.
mind,
We
yeah.
know you a different
He's
breed.
such an asshole.
Do you know how many people
I'm
are
just
happy that you can
saying.
get over cheating right now? They're
I
like,
can.
yes.
I can. I really truly can. I'm one of those. I don't give up on people, and you shouldn't that easily, especially if you love someone. Like, just throw them away because, like, if they have a drug problem or an alcohol problem. You're gonna try until you can't, until they're not wanting to help themselves. It's the same thing. Sex addicts, it happens. So you got to say, okay, what is the solution? Can we work through this? Oh, we can't. Let's try. At least give it a go. You've been together for that long. That's what I'm
But
saying.
see,
You have
but
to at
see,
least
I
try.
agree with you. I agree with you on that. But the same reasons you want to try are the same reasons I feel so disrespected that someone even
Right.
cheated.
Well, some people can't.
You
If you
know?
can't get over it, don't get back in the relationship. You can't keep bringing that shit up. So if you
Yeah.
cheated
Oh yeah.
and you're like, oh, bitch, I remember you was with that dude. No, take that shit somewhere else. It's not. We can't work out anymore.
Oh no,
You
listen.
know.
I completely agree. I don't feel you should stay in anything that if you're honest with yourself, you can't handle, right?
You can't. Right. Okay. So wait.
And
Back to being
okay,
a man. What a
okay.
man should be.
Yes. You
I
tell
mean,
me.
you're a man. And you're a
No,
man's man. You're a Leo.
I'm,
You're very dominant.
listen.
And
I
yeah,
think this is what a man should be.
what's a man's role? Tell me, a man that, yeah, I already said what I said, but go ahead. Tell me what a man should be. What is a
Okay.
man's role in life?
Well, a man's role in life is to be provider, protector, and ATM.
What you
Other than
say?
that, huh? I'm sorry,
You
what'd you
said
say? What?
ATM?
That's it. Like, let's call a spade a spade.
That's not
Provider,
true.
protector, and an ATM.
You're
Now,
such an asshole.
I'm not saying that that means women are gold diggers. I do not believe that. I believe
Okay.
there are some that are, just like there are
Right.
some men that are, right? There
That's
are
right.
some
That's
men that
right.
are very much gold diggers, right?
That's right.
But in the specific societal roles, it's supposed to be men protector, provider, uh the I mean, if we go back to me, chivalrous, and being
Right.
and are able to be an ATM, right? Now,
He's such a
because I'm gonna be honest,
providing is
listen,
there. You don't have to do all the extra shit. But if you like your woman getting her hair done, her nails done, keep her up, or she could do it herself. Like, mama, get a side job, do things on the internet. You want extra stuff, you want weave in your hair, whatever floats your
I'm gonna
boat,
be
or
honest,
extra lingerie, or whatever the case may
Glo,
be.
you're
Yes.
rare. You're rare, right?
Yes, yes.
Because how you just said, if you like your woman getting her hair done, nails done, cool. Do you like your man getting his hair cut? Do you like him man? But we
Of
don't get you.
course.
Yeah,
I
but
do.
I don't see women going, hey babe, you know what? Go get. Now you might, because like you
Yes,
said,
let's
you're
let's
rare.
go to a
Yeah,
spa, and baby, let's go get back massages. Let's go get our
right.
feet done.
Now,
Yeah, I would. Yes.
do you know how rare that is to hear that? You know how rare a man feels to hear that. You know when you know when men gets gifts. There's only two times a man gets gifts in his life that he knows he's gonna get something. his birthday, and if he's a father. And the
Right.
Father's Day gifts compared to the Mother's Day gifts are horrible. Let's keep it all the way
Right.
from
I agree. I
horrible,
agree. I agree.
right?
In society,
So,
yes.
so if you look at what a man is looking
But you're
at,
not supposed
he's
to
thinking,
wait for those days, okay? You got to
oh no, no,
show
no,
him and
absolutely,
surprise him with things, and it's not just materialistic. It's not the expense of it. It's the time spent of a trip or a day or a picnic or just little things to show him and take him out. And it could be affordable. It don't have to be expensive. People got to understand that, oh my God, my biggest joys and happiness in certain places didn't cost a lot, and they're memorable in my mind. So it wasn't the Mercedes someone bought or the BMW someone bought me. It wasn't. It was time spent, quality spent. Memories that we made. That's what
mm,
is what love is, not
mm.
materialistic
I
stuff.
I
I'm not
completely
vowing your
agree.
love of what you buy me. I'm vowing your love of what you show me, of how I feel about you. That's
I
what's
agree.
lost.
I'm completely agreeing. I feel like we've lost a lot of that along the way, and a lot of it is due to social media. A lot of it is due to the music that we listen to, because whether we know it or not, it programs us when the
Yes,
repetitive
it
nature
does.
of it keeps going.
Does.
Like if a man goes on his Instagram and sees, I don't need no man, self-independent, love being me, to all my women who are independent, who runs the world, girls. And like think about it, right?
Yeah,
Now,
yeah, yeah, yeah,
in his mind, he's already been beaten up 30 times,
yeah.
right?
Yeah, yes, yes,
Because you're
yes.
seeing, I don't need a man. I want you to find me, and for this and for this next day or 2 days, I want you to really go on Instagram and try to find this. Try to find where a man is saying on a public forum that he doesn't need a woman for anything.
Oh my God, I can tell you many and dissing women. A lot of
Wait,
men
wait, wait, wait.
a lot of social
I
media,
want
even
you. I want
celebrities,
you.
diss
I know.
women
I'm
on
talking
a
about
regular
Kevin.
basis,
Kevin. There.
okay?
No, I get that. I get
So
that.
many
I
women
get
this,
that.
women that, da da da. I mean,
No,
it's kind of
absolutely.
ugly and
They
how
talk about women. No, I agree with that. They talk bad about women. I'm not saying men are not guilty at all. Men are just as guilty as
they
anyone
try
else.
to make us feel that, we
Mhm.
have to settle whatever comes our way, that we're not worthy. You're worthy too. You're worthy to want what you want. And that's okay. You can't make me feel guilty of something that I wholeheartedly feel and want. I'm not going to settle, if I want a man that's whatever. You know what I'm saying? Because I'm not going to put
Right,
it all
right,
out there and then someone be like, I am the man of your dreams and he's a
right,
fraud.
right, right,
But
right.
it's just, it's true. But it's just, saying, oh, I have 2 kids. So, you're not going to get, you're already 43, you,
Right,
you just got a
right,
grandson. You better
right,
get married. Dude, why
right,
are you in a rush for me to get married?
right, right.
you know, you
Exactly.
gotta, you gotta really not listen to these people on social media. I am blessed to
Mhm.
be my age, and I am blessed. This is no fucking filter, y'all. This is me.
Me neither.
And
No
yeah,
filter.
exactly. So it's just it's just no. I don't think women and men should say that it's wrong to feel how you feel, or wrong to want what you want, or you're too
Right.
old, or you're too big, or you're too short. No, there's somebody out there for everybody to love. You just got to find your person or persons, because I
Hmm.
found a person at 20 something for a couple of years. Then I found a special person between 20. I did along my path, and I'm grateful that they came into my life. They taught me so much. You know, every person that's in your life that you truly love doesn't have to be forever. People got
Hmm.
them mistaken that, oh, he wasn't your true love because it was not, you guys only last 3 years. No, he was my true love then. No, yeah, he was. You cannot
Mm.
say that, because the moments, the time spent, the passion, the everything. Yeah.
Hmm.
But then you grow, and then you learn, and you want more. Every relationship, I'm grateful. We have to be
Hmm.
grateful for all relationships. We People get bitter, like fuck
Hmm.
that bitch.
Hmm.
No, be grateful for the good and bad. You know what I taught? It made me stronger. You know what? I
Hmm.
forgive you.
Hmm.
And I learned through that. And
Hmm.
I'm a warrior now because of it. We have
I
so
like
many
that.
bitter women,
I like that.
that
Hmm.
go after these other men. Yeah, okay, you're abused. I get it. It takes a while to get over. I truly wholeheartedly feel that because I've been there. But to want to hurt them in a sense that you want to crush their career, I don't feel that. Want to, which is years later, you got to get over it, mama. You have to. You can't want to hurt these men that already moved on and have families and other relationships and are married, have other kids, and it's been years down the line, and you keep bringing up the past, and they're over it, and they already said sorry. You gotta move forward. You will never be happy with yourself. They're already happy. They moved on. You know what I'm saying? And to bring up something that was devastated, yes, you get it. You can pro woman and pro no abuse and talk to him and what you've been through, but trying to crush a man's life and career after years later that you said you're already forgiven and over with, and still try to crush them because they're successful and happy in relationship and in career. You're bitter. That's to me, that's evil. You're being malice. You're being, no.
Excuse me. I'm glad you said that. Evil, right.
Yeah.
But wait, you didn't say what's a woman's role?
In what? In a relationship? In marriage? In a
relationship, marriage.
Okay. Well, it adds more hats to our fucking head with women now. We got to do it all, okay?
Oh,
so
okay.
Listen to us, okay? Well, I'm going to say me. So we got to be the sexy, okay? So we got to be great in bed, okay? So our man would wonder, passionate, thinking of new ways to kindle the relationship because it's on the woman, because men can't really be sexy. They're okay. Women, we got the sex appeal and ooze. I'm being real. Okay, so we got to always keep our man's
women
attention.
Out there, I'm sexy.
You're sexy. Your voice is sexy. So, okay. And then we have to be motherly. I think all men want a little bit of motherly love, that extra attention, that here, baby, here's some food, or don't get out of bed, puppy, and be a great mother. So they want the motherly, but they want a little submissive. I know how to be submissive too, so don't get me wrong. So, don't always be, a man's got to be a man. So a man's got to be strong. You got to let him know, let a man be a man. Okay, Pa. Okay, you rule. Okay, what we're going to do here? What do you think? So let him feel some type of control. We women can't be over dominant on our men either. We can't do that because we're making them feel less of a man. Okay. So we got to semi-cook, right? Because you don't got to be a chef, but you got to semi-cook, clean, because I think that a clean household is a happy household. Okay, I'm OCD. So if you're messy and there's a lot of clutter, your life is clutter. You can't focus. A man's gonna feel unstable in a house that is full of fucking dishes and clothes, and that shit is unnecessary. You need to be clean, ladies. Like we live in it. If you can lay on fucking clothes or walk over shit, then bitch, you need training, okay? So we gotta be clean, we gotta cook, we gotta semi-cook, we gotta be loving, we gotta be like a motherly, and now we gotta be financially. So we gotta bring in something as well now. Yeah, side hustle, a home hustle, internet, it's something. And so we're a little bit of everything. It's overwhelming. A lot of women can't do it all. So some men just want the home housewife. Some men don't want no kids and want the businesswoman. So it depends on what you're looking for in a marriage, in a relationship. You know what I'm saying? But overall, most men want us to do it all. And then we don't want praise. We want appreciation. I feel like even with family, we want to be appreciated. Like, damn, baby, thank you for that me. I appreciate it. Or thank you, mom. Damn, the house is fucking clean. You know what I'm saying? The bathrooms look good. Oh, my pet peeve. A man, I'm cleaning the bathrooms and he shaves and his hair all over. Boom, that's a pet peeve. Shaving and hair all over and I just clean. You better clean up your mess after you. That's some shit I do not like. But yes, I think a women nowadays have to do it all because of our society. But some men, like you said, are financially stable, then they don't have to unless they choose to. But as a woman, we're pressured with all the hats. We have to do it all. If you gain a little weight, oh, how dare you? You just had a baby. You have to lose the weight. It's like a pressure for everything for us. And I think it needs to be better understanding and just sweetness to each other. Men gain weight too when you're pregnant. And it's okay, a little love handles here. You got to love them for them. This is one thing I'm looking for in a marriage is If I was ever injured and I couldn't walk or something, would he wipe my ass? Would he wash me down and still love me? I would for him. I would for him. You know, like my son has special needs. I wipe his
Right.
butt. I do all that. And because
Right.
I love him without a
Right.
second guess, it doesn't even matter.
Right.
So I know what true love is. That's true love. That if
Right.
he got injured or he couldn't walk, I would bathe him every day. I would wipe him every day. It wouldn't be a second guess. That's what I'm looking for in a marriage.
So
Not
also let me ask you, that's a good, I'm glad you brought that up. Not to cut you off, because I think that was ideal, and I think that's amazing. Now, if your man had no more legs, right?
yes.
God forbid,
Mhm.
you would stay with him for the rest of his life
Yes. Yeah, I would.
and couldn't sleep with you anymore.
Oh, he couldn't have sex.
No,
Some people can still be functional down there.
no.
I
He's
saw
not functional.
stories.
Sorry.
He's not functional.
He's not functional.
How old am I? I'm gonna be truthfully honest. If I was older, I'm still in my prime, motherfucker.
You wouldn't care. Yeah, but
It all depends. I mean, listen, it all depends. Yeah, it all depends. Listen, it all depends how long we were together, how our relationship, our bond. It really does matter. It really does.
No, I get
So
it. So you were together 3 years. He's done everything right. You were now on your way to being married, and on your way to picking out the dress when he was gonna meet you after.
I would probably stay. I would stay. I would
You would
stay.
stay.
I
You
would
would stay.
stay. 3
You would
years,
cheat.
not
You
love
would cheat,
him.
but you would stay though.
There's toys. Listen, honey, I know how to please myself. Okay, I'm not one
You
that
would
don't know.
cheat and stay.
That's not true. Oh, well, maybe. Okay, listen. No. I would have a discussion. I'm being honest. I'm being my true self, my 100% true
Uh-huh.
self. I would be like,
Okay.
honey, let's bring women or something for
Let's bring
him or
what?
something. Women.
So you gonna bring more reminders that he can't do anything? You gonna bring
He has a
another one?
mouth. He has hands. I mean, hello. I mean, you got to make him happy too, you know. But I
Oh
mean,
my
that's
God.
just another scenario, and every situation is different. Every love
Right.
is different. Like people love differently, right?
Mhm. No, they
You
do.
know,
Absolutely.
yeah. Some people are not affectionate. Doesn't mean they love you less. Some people are not very verbal, but they're very financially giving you and showing them love, and that's their way of loving. You know, so there's different types of love. Doesn't mean they love you less. So I had to learn that too through certain people
But
that I've dated.
what about financially stable? And if they're just giving you things, how does that translate to love?
Well, you gotta, that's what I'm saying, communication and understanding. Some people
Mhm.
have been financially stable for a long time and, you
Mhm.
know, never had affection in their childhood or don't know how to love or don't like touching or hugging too much or kissing. And their way is giving. They're very givers. And you got to understand and respect that's their way. See, you can't, if you have to understand it and agree or not agree, you know?
Mhm. Mhm.
So
You're
I
right
give
about
you
that.
because I love you, but I'm not going to give you this type of love because I don't know how and not willing to do it. So you have to say, okay, I'm going to stay and
Right.
accept that type of love. You know,
Right.
some
Right.
people are very overly affectionate and some people don't like that. Some people don't like public, you know, attention or hugging or
PDA.
kissing or,
Mhm.
yeah, I love that. You know, I mean,
Mhm.
not overly like you're about to fuck right there. No, I think that's
Right.
tasteless, but
Right.
hugging, kissing, and holding hands, I love that, you know? But some people
Mm.
don't. Doesn't mean they love you less. That's just not their thing.
Now, I'll be honest. I'm glad you said that. So there have been women in my past that I felt were excellent women, excellent. And to this day, I still give them praise. Even when someone asks me about them, I say I have nothing bad to say about them. Great woman. We just weren't meant for each other,
Right.
right? Those women, I definitely understand what you mean by when you say it's a different type of love. It's a type of love that you find where your soul is connected to someone else, right?
Yes.
And
Yes.
so I have found that, and I am grateful for those people having been in my life, those
Yes.
women being in my life. But what I still am thinking about as far as when we're discussing it with marriage is when will I be ready to truly feel like this woman, like what you just said, if I was down and out, done, would she stay? Like, I don't know. I don't know. I don't, and that's pretty sad. I mean,
Yeah.
listen, I have great women in my life today. I'm talking about friends, period. I have great women in my life. One
You
in
know how
particular that's
you
great.
go ahead.
Right,
I wanted to tell you, ask you, because you asked
but
me that question. If a woman got
mhm,
into an accident and you was together for 3 years, would
mhm.
you take care of her and love her and still marry her if she was in
I'm
that
gonna keep it a
situation?
buck. I'm gonna keep it a
Yes.
buck. Yes, I would take care of her for an extended period of time until it
It's
wasn't
such an ass.
rude to leave. You know what I mean? Like, okay,
Wow. Oh, well, you're honest.
so oh yeah, I'm listen. I'd rather you hate me for me than love me for who I'm not, right? So
Right.
I would, I would stay if her legs were taken off and she had no butt and no way to do anything intercourse wise. I would stay because my love for her would make me stay there, make sure that she was good, right?
Right.
And once
Right.
I saw that she was good, I would definitely have that discussion with her that it's now time
Time to go
for
separate
me
ways. See.
to
Right.
see if I can, find someone that does have all their facilities and make something of it. But it would not be an easy conversation. But I'm not gonna lie, I would leave. Like I'm not gonna stay with the rest of my life with a woman with no butt and no legs.
Right.
No offense to anyone that may be watching like that. I'm just saying my personal choice. There's nothing wrong with you. I think women, whether they have one arm, one leg, whatever it is, you are beautiful because you are made by the same person who made me, by the same being who made us, which is the Lord. So I don't knock anyone's hustle. I'm just telling you what I would
Right. No, you're being honest, and I love you being transparent and
do.
honest, because a lot of people would go. A
Okay.
lot of people wouldn't stay. That's what I'm saying. It's not real love. It's not.
How is it
It's
not
not.
real love? How?
Listen, okay, so if your kid, this is what I'm saying. We love our children, our family, but our spouse, we have limitations. And
Well, it's
if
because
it were my
you know
kid, I
the
would do anything and sacrifice
but
anything
that's
for.
different though. Your
We
child came from you.
Yeah, but
You know what I mean?
again, but when you love someone, you're spending your time and you want to grow old with
And
them, and
true,
it's everything's a
true.
sacrifice, in
Hmm.
life. And
Hmm.
we have so many stipulations and rules, and if
Right,
he doesn't do this, if he's not perfect, nobody's fucking perfect. But if you
right.
was down and out and you lost the leg, you would want her to be there for you,
Absolutely,
you
absolutely.
know
Hands
and
down,
and
absolutely.
yeah, and it's sad that so many people would. That's what I'm saying. I haven't found like my person as I get older that I would want that and make sure that he would be there for me as well as would be there for him in that aspect. If
Absolutely.
for God's sake, it doesn't ever happen.
Right,
But
right.
that does happen. If I get sick at one point, and would he be there and be by my side? That's important to know that your significant other, because your kids do grow up and have families, and who is there for you? Your
Right,
husband, your significant other,
right,
taking care
right,
of you and loving each other and growing old together, you
right,
know. And we have to treat them as important as our children, as important. Yeah, your children comes first, don't get me wrong, but
mhm,
your husband, your spouse is right there. We
right.
can't forget each other, or that they're less of important, that they're less, not loved as much. And we
No,
have to
I
find
agree.
that.
That
Yeah.
balance.
Yes,
That okay.
yes. I'm just saying, I know I'm passionate, but I
Yes,
mean,
you
we
are.
went down
Okay.
a lot with marriage. We went commitment, different views. Everybody has
Hmm.
different rules. So my view on
Hmm.
marriage and his view on marriage is, that's just my opinion, and that's my
Right,
views.
right.
So my views is not always right, of
Just like
your,
mine.
yeah,
Absolutely.
exactly. So
Absolutely.
when everybody says, this is the way to love, this is the way to have a marriage, this is, oh, let me say something about marriage too, about rules.
Hmm.
Do you think
Hmm.
it's not a marriage if your spouse don't let you look through her phone? I had the discussion the other day. I want to close out with this, that
Oh,
if I say, this is my phone, you cannot look through my phone, and I won't look through yours, it's your privacy,
period.
period. Do you agree
Period.
with that?
I agree
Yes,
with that.
me too.
I agree with that. Like,
Yes.
if you have to look through my phone, then we need to have more of a discussion, period. because if you're looking through my phone, that
There's
means
no
there's a
trust.
trust factor that's not there, right?
Right.
So the person that wants to look through your phone probably won't be able to get over you cheating on
Right, ever.
them. How about
And not
that?
only that, even if it's just a friendly conversation, they're gonna look through everything and
Oh
dissect
yeah.
everything.
Oh yeah.
Like I had a relationship too, like, jealous of family relationships or friendships,
Mm, mm.
a friend calling me at 2 o'clock in the morning because, something serious happened in the family. Why is she calling you? You heard the
Mhm.
conversation. Like,
Right, right.
the control, and I
That's
think my
possessive. Yeah.
privacy and your privacy, we can have our own personal relationship with other people as friendship without you. Like I can have
Right,
my own life without my
right,
spouse. I can
right,
be me and
right.
have,
And that
friendships
helps
that
for
you
a
don't.
better relationship.
Yes, I
Hmm.
agree. I don't have
Hmm.
to tell you everything
No,
that every conversation that
I
I
don't want to know everything. That's too much.
have.
It's too much.
Right? But a lot of people are like that. Who
Yeah,
did you talk to? Did your mom call you? What happened? Da, da, da. I'm like,
right.
whoa, that's a
Yeah,
lot. They
that's too
want full
much.
control. And in our society, I see they want total control over each other. Like your ownership. There's no ownership in marriage. There's no ownership in
Period.
relationships. I
Period.
own myself. You own yourself. If we depart, we depart. Peace.
Right.
I don't own
If
you.
we find a way to come together, cool. If not, you still have your life. I still have mine.
Yeah.
No two sooner than we go by our separate ways. That's fine.
We might
Yep.
have to have the part two. We're gonna
Oh,
have
I
questions that
have
you guys.
so many.
Yes,
Yeah. I listen.
we want to know what
Whew,
you guys think and what did we
absolutely.
miss and what more of a
Absolutely.
topic, because this topic can go on and on. Marriage is so
Absolutely.
in depth and it's it, there's no right
It's so many
way to.
layers and yeah,
Yes.
textures to it. Absolutely.
Of how to love or what is right or what is wrong. Nothing's wrong, nothing's right.
Part
It's
two.
your right. Yeah,
Part
exactly.
two. We got to do a part two because I
So
have some things.
yes, yes, yes. So I love you guys. Thank you for listening to Just Glow Podcast and my special guest, Chris. I love you. Thank you for being a part of this.
Ah,
And we're gonna come back to this and get you guys some questions and more answers from us.
and take some polls.
Yeah, and we'll take some I will do that.
Pause.
I will do that.
Pause. Pause.
Jesus. He's
Pause.
from New York, y'all.
Pause. Pause.
Just Glow. Just Glow.
Bye.